up on Citrus TV News Live at 6, we asked students what they think about the Syracuse postseason basketball ban. Find out what they had to say.
And the Special Olympics are coming to the Winter Games this weekend, but find out what special events are happening in the Syracuse area.
And the Grammys are this Sunday. We have entertainment guru Cassie, DiLaura in studio to tell us about what to expect.
Temperatures got into the 20s today, but that's nothing compared to what we can expect for this weekend. All the rest of my full weather forecast.
All that and more, Citrus TV News starts
right now.
Welcome to Citrus TV News Live at 6. Today is Friday, February 6th. I'm Nick Cardona.
And I'm Brian Cheung. The New York Special Olympics are coming to Syracuse, and that's our top story tonight.
Now it's time to bring out the Olympic ring. Syracuse is hosting the Special Olympics 2015 Winter Games, featuring alpine and cross-country skiing, figure skating, floor hockey, and snowshoe. Over 1,000 athletes will be closing in on the Syracuse area for the weekend.
Event locations include Greek Peak, Highland Forest Park, the War Memorial Arena, the On Center, and Thorndon Park. Opening ceremonies, including the parade of athletes, commence tonight at the On Center, and athletic events begin tomorrow at 8 a.m. We wish the best of luck to all the participants. In campus news, Chancellor Syverud and the SU Athletics Department surprised campus on Wednesday by announcing a self-imposed ban on all postseason basketball this season. This includes the NCAA tournament, NIT, and ACC tournaments. We asked students what they thought about the ban, and this is what they had to say.
I think the self-imposed ban shows responsibility from the Chancellor and also those officials out who were part of this decision.
I think it's unfortunate, especially for guys like Rakeem Christmas, who's a senior, just because, you know, it's his senior year and now he can't play in the postseason.
In the long run, I think this will lighten the sanctions that will be placed by the NCAA, and history has shown that they have not been kind in the cases of USC and Penn State.
I won't be watching the ACC tournament. There's no need to if Syracuse isn't even playing. A lot of people come to the school for the sports and for the
basketball.
Yeah, the athletics, and it kind of sucks that the main kind of focus here has been taken away. But I feel like it's one of those where it's take one step back to get 3 steps forward.
And this brings us to our question of the day. We were wondering what you think about the decision of the imposed postseason ban on the men's basketball team. You can answer this question by tweeting us at Citrus TV News with the hashtag CitrusQOTD.
Syracuse University continues to celebrate Black History Month this weekend with a variety of events. An entertainment show recognizing and celebrating ethnicities will be held tonight at 7 in the Shine Underground. And the Caribbean Student Association will host its 30th annual banquet Saturday evening. You can see a whole list of Black History Month events on the Office of Multicultural Affairs website.
And the Midnight Movie Series by the Division of Student Affairs continues tonight with 2 flicks. Tonight starts off with Katniss Everdeen battling the Capitol in the hit movie Mockingjay. On dock for tomorrow is Disney's latest and newest hit, Alexander, and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Doors open at 11:30 p.m. and the event is free, including popcorn and drinks.
And the Theta Chi chapter of the Phi Beta Sigma fraternity is hosting Syracuse University's first ever Saturday Night Live, The Showcase, tomorrow evening in the Goldstein Auditorium. The variety show will feature R&B artist Tiana Taylor, violinist Damian Escobar, and more. Doors open at 7 and the entertainment begins at 7:30.
If you depend on public transit to get around Syracuse, some major changes are coming your way. Citrus TV's Max Darrow has the story.
Thousands of people in Onondaga County take the bus every day, and soon many of them may need to find new ways to get around. Centro has seen a serious lack of funding and has no choice but to cut back on services.
The largest impact will probably be in Syracuse and Onondaga County.
Stephen Cagle of Centro explained customers will see
the complete elimination of all services on Sunday,
as well as
elimination of service after what we call the 9 p.m. lineup on weekdays.
And no more service after the 6:20 p.m. lineup on Saturdays. This will include the elimination of paratransit services in the same time slots as well. Sally Johnston is the advocacy coordinator at Access CNY, and she is very unhappy with these changes.
It's going to affect an awful lot of people with disabilities. I think this is going to have a terrible impact on hospitals, nursing homes, people who received home or care in their home.
Now,
Centro did release the information on their website. Some people did find out about the changes, but many others did not.
I did. I read about it on Syracuse.com.
No, I had no idea until you just told me.
Confirming Johnston's fears, people are unsure of how they'll get around once services are cut.
I got cancer, so to me that's kind of it's not devastating, but I got to make new arrangements now because they're changing the bus. I live close to the hospital, but not that close. You know, and when I get really sick, it's nice to know that I can walk outside of my apartment and the bus is coming.
Cagle is upset about the changes too, but there isn't much else Centro can do. As Johnston put it,
Central doesn't have the money anymore.
Max Darrow, Citrus TV.
And in other news, OrgSync is hosting a symposium this weekend focused on leadership. The Student Leadership Initiative is a half-day symposium in the Sheraton Hotel where participants will focus on the arts and leadership. Students interested in participating are encouraged to sign up on the OrgSync website.
The Office of Health Promotions is continuing their program to teach students about eating healthy. Mindful Eating, Keeping It Simple and Satisfying is a 4-part series where students can interact with a registered dietitian about how to practice nutritious and mindful eating. The discussion will continue every Friday this month at 11:30 in Krause-Heinz Hall.
And SU's student-led disability cultural organization, the Disability Student Union, will be hosting the 2nd annual Disabilifunk. A night of fun is in store with karaoke, exciting performances, and entertainment for everyone. SU groups such as Zamboni Revolution, Main Squeeze, and student entertainer Miracle Rogers will all be performing. The event is free and tickets are available at the Shine box office. And more information on the Metro North train that killed 6 people in Westchester County.
And more on the conflict between ISIS and Jordan. We'll be right back.
How's my hair look?
Good.
How are my levels?
Great.
All right.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European pro golf tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Turning a 20-foot wall into a canvas takes vision. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Today, about 1 in 5 Americans is living with a disability. Over 50 million people, including many of our friends and neighbors, teachers and co-workers, heroes and leaders. 20 years ago, the Americans with Disabilities Act guaranteed every person the right to live, work, and participate fully in the American experience. We've come a long way since then, and we are committed to making even more progress in the years ahead. Visit disability.gov to see how you can help.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. But so is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Welcome back. A large amount of flu cases this season have been reported in Onondaga County this week, with more than 1,400 reported cases thus far, tripling last year's seasonal count. Over 300 cases were reported in the past week, and there have been 10 deaths by flu in Onondaga County this season, mostly affecting the elderly. Local health officials say that they are continuing to take measures to protect themselves.
And a local company in Syracuse is selling a new kind of beer, craft growler. Citrus TV's Monika Hammer has the full story.
Reached Syracuse.
You're going to see a lot more interesting growlers, people coming out with new designs.
Craft growlers have become a hot item in the beer industry.
I know there's a couple local people right around the corner from us that are making like these cool ceramic growlers now.
The Orange Vessel Company is selling unique ceramic growlers to a specific niche in the community.
These are great. I mean, these are like collector's growlers that for a gift, you're not going to go out and buy 20 of these.
Co-founder Steve Tiroli is seeing success with the new type of growler.
If a growler could be sexy, this one's sexy.
The idea of these craft growlers has spread throughout local bars in Syracuse, including Clark's Ale House.
When they first came out, I think it was a huge niche market that somebody really made a fortune capitalizing on.
Clark's Ale House in Syracuse is just one of many local restaurants seeing the effects of the trend. In fact, Beer Belly Deli on Westcott Street is also seeing some changes, with more and more people asking about growlers every day.
It's probably almost daily people ask about growlers. It's just not something we can do financially right now.
The trend follows an increase in the sales of craft beers.
I think it's just going to continue to grow and grow and grow, and I really look forward to seeing that.
Monika Hammer, CitrusTV News.
There are new updates about the Trans-Asia Airways flight that crashed into the Geelong River in Taiwan's capital of Taipei. A new report shows that the airplane was having problems with both engines before it went down. Authorities say 35 people are confirmed dead, but 8 people are still missing. The crash comes about 7 months after another Trans-Asia jet of the same model crashed last July, killing 48 and injuring 15. And new information has been released on what happened before Tuesday's Metro North train crashed into an SUV, killing 6 people. Investigators confirmed that all warning signals were working and that the engineer on that train had hit the emergency brakes before the crash. Investigators are saying that the driver of the SUV had a 39-second warning to move off the tracks. The wreckage has been removed from the scene and trains are running back on schedule. 4 people have been arrested on Wednesday in Troy, Missouri for kidnapping their 6-year-old nephew. The boy's aunt asked Nathan Wynn Faroved to help give her nephew a scare because he was, quote, too nice. Faroved lured the boy into a pickup truck while he was walking home from school and then bound and blinded him. The boy was then taken into his own basement where he was left for a substantial amount of time and then walked upstairs to a lecture from his family about stranger danger. Crutiel and Faroved are in custody on a $250,000 bail.
And the Jordanian government is sending airstrikes against ISIS after the terrorist group posted a video that shows them killing the Jordanian hostage. Jordan is sending F-16s to target airstrikes on ISIS groups in Syria for the 2nd day in a row. Jordanian Prime Minister quotes that the execution of 2 of their ISIS prisoners is just the start of their revenge plan. The Islamic State said in a statement today that one of the airstrikes by Jordan killed an American hostage. However, Jordanian officials are striking down the claim, calling it a PR stunt. And Pope Francis spoke publicly again this week, speaking specifically about the role of fathers. The Pope has said to parents that it is okay to spank their child to discipline them as long as their dignity is maintained. The Vatican has expressed that they are not talking about violence against a child, but rather to help them grow and mature. It is legal for parents to hit their child in the U.S. as long as the force is reasonable. And Greece continues to have more financial trouble. The country's new leftish government was isolated in its first meeting with senior Eurozone officials today. One Eurozone official describes the meeting as basically Greece against all others. No progress was made in today's meeting. However, Greece's government will get their chance on Wednesday to explain their plans on strengthening public finances, repaying debt, and implementing financial reforms.
Caused a massive pileup on I-81 today at the exit 40 near the Oswego-Jefferson County line. The northbound highway was closed from exit 37 to exit 40, and traffic was rerouted through Route 11. More than 30 vehicles and 5 tractor-trailers were involved in the crash. I-81 reopened around 5 this afternoon, and no serious injuries were reported. And now, taking a look at traffic in and around the Syracuse area, nothing big to look out for today if you're driving around. Pretty normal conditions there. Current conditions, taking a look outside right now, it's about 20 degrees, but the wind's coming in at 16 miles per hour, make it feel more like single digits. We've got a weather alert to look out for this weekend. The National Weather Service has issued a winter storm watch in effect Sunday at noon and will remain in effect until late Monday evening. They're expecting heavy snow, possibly up to a foot, and it could create some dangerous driving conditions. This is what it could look like Sunday. As you can see, some rain in Pennsylvania and to the southwest, but in Syracuse we're expecting snow. And this is what it could look like early next week. The cold temperatures dropping down into the southern United States, and it'll leave us with a very cold start of the week. Current temperatures right now, it's in the 20s across New York State. Tonight's conditions, it should be 15 degrees, and the snow showers are possible. Most likely they'll be happening after midnight. And east of Lake Ontario, we could be expecting 3 to 6 inches overnight. Taking a look at our live radar, as you can see, there's some of that snow east of Lake Ontario, north of Syracuse, that could be dumping 3 to 6 inches on that area. And the 5-day forecast now. To Saturday, it's going to be cloudy, but we could see some sun. The highs are going to be in the upper 20s, and we're expecting only about an inch of snow Saturday. Sunday is when the Sunday's when the storm watch comes into effect. We expect 1 to 3 inches on Sunday, and there should be steady snow coming later in the day. Monday, that storm watch is still in effect. Another 1 to 3 inches we're expecting, so probably 6 inches from that set of the storm. It's going to be cloudy Monday. Tuesday, we're going to get a break from the storm. The sun should pop out, and it's going to be a little bit colder on Tuesday.
Coming up next, the latest jobs report shows some positive signs.
Rundown of what to expect at the Grammys. Stay tuned.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
Packers. Viking. Packers. Viking. Viking.
Red state, blue state, vegan.
Carnivore.
We come from different places.
Uptown.
Downtown.
Night owl.
Early bird.
We come to different conclusions.
Half empty.
Half full.
But when we live united, we create real, lasting change in the building blocks of life. The education, income, and health of our communities,
Live.
our families,
United.
even the person next to us.
Live united.
Real change won't happen without you. So give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Sign up at liveunited.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
More and more parents are opting their children out of vaccines, and the numbers are rising every year. About 450 students did not receive the vaccine in Onondaga County, mainly because of religious beliefs.
Now, school districts are now making decisions whether to challenge or accept parents' authority. Looks like 2015 is going to be the year of the American consumer. This month's reports are only looking up, with 257,000 added jobs now circulating and wages reaching the highest they've been in 6 years.
Even the rising unemployment rate has a silver lining, with 1 million people actively searching for jobs for the first time in 15 years. Confidence is key, and Americans are certainly starting to feel confident. And the Grammys are this Sunday, and we have Orange Zest host and entertainment reporter Cassie DiLaura in studio to give us a preview of what to expect at this year's biggest music awards event. What's up, Cassie?
Thanks, guys. Hollywood's biggest names will gather in Los Angeles Sunday for the 57th annual Grammy Awards, making headlines already with an incredible 6 nominations each. Reigning diva Beyonce, Pharrell Williams, and newcomer Sam Smith are all in the running for Album of the Year. And it wouldn't be music's biggest night without a star-studded lineup of performers, including Ariana Grande, Katy Perry, and even Madonna. Kanye West, Rihanna, and Paul McCartney will also hit the stage, debuting their new song, 4-5 Seconds. As for other group performances, Beyonce will join Common and John Legend for the Selma song Glory, while Mary J. Blige will team up with Sam Smith. The Grammys will be hosted by rapper LL Cool J, and you can catch all the action on CBS Sunday at 8 p.m. And make sure to tune into Orange Zest on Monday for a complete post-Grammys roundup. Jeff Kirkchin and I will discuss the winners and losers, both on the stage and on the red carpet.
Coming up on sports, we'll talk about the basketball team's weekend matchup with Pitt. Plus, we'll give you a look at the season openers for men's and women's lacrosse. All that and more on the other side of the break.
Years ago, the Americans with Disabilities Act guaranteed every person the right to live, work, and participate fully in the American experience. We've come a long way since then, and we are committed to making even more progress in the years ahead.
Learning how to kickflip 6 stairs takes determination. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
We are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at ActionHeroAlliance.com.
Coach Q's squad welcomed the 13th ranked Tar Heels of North Carolina last night. The Orange have yet to win against a ranked opponent this season, sporting a record of 0-7. Let's see how they fared. And SU welcoming in UNC, Alexis Peterson takes a three. It's good there. SU up 24-17. Then Henderson drives in the lane, hits a floater. SU up 26-19, left in the first half. Then Maggie Morrison in the court for three. It's good. SU 29-19 at half. They go on a 14-4 run to end it. Then UNC comes back. Latifah Coleman, three is good, assisted by Jessica Washington with just under 7 minutes left. Then Jessica Washington hits a three of her own right here to give UNC the lead, 50-49 with 5:18 left. But the SU wouldn't quit. Taylor Ford, her three here is good, assist by Alexis Peterson. SU takes a 57-50 lead, and they wouldn't look back as SU would win 61-56. Though the women's basketball team finally won its first game against a ranked opponent, only 560 people were in attendance to see it happen. CitrusTV's Kevin Ryans looks at the attendance struggles for SU.
SU men's basketball won't be playing any tournament games this season, but things are humming along for Coach Quentin Hillsman and the SU women's team, except in the attendance department. Syracuse averages under 650 fans per home game, which ranks last among the Power 5 conferences. Compare that to SU men's basketball last year, when a record 35,000 plus jammed the dome for the Duke game. Orange sophomore point guard Alexis Peterson says attendance won't change the team's mentality.
We're just here to play, whether we have 5 or 1,500, so we're looking to compete anytime. So
Coach Q stresses that it's up to the fans to do their part to attend the games.
And quite honestly, all we can do is continue to play at a high level and continue to do the things that we do. Our marketing department we're working very, very hard to do it, and so all we can focus on is things that we can control. We can't control people coming to the games.
The women's team is going to need the support. They'll likely be contending for a national title. Kevin Ryans, Citrus TV.
Thanks, Kevin. And good news for lacrosse fans is the 4th-ranked Orange set to open their season on Saturday against Siena. The two teams met last year with the Orange pulling away from the Saints early as they cruised to a 19-7 victory. Dylan Donahue stole the show last year, tallying 8 goals as Kevin Rice added another 8 assists. The Orange returned all 3 of their starting attackmen, Donahue, Rice, and Randy Stotts, who combined for a total of 190 points last season. With the postseason dreams of SU dashed, some are already looking ahead to next season. But an imposing part of the Orange's ACC schedule still lies ahead, with the first of these games being a showdown against the Pitt Panthers on Saturday. The Panthers are coming off a huge win against 8th-ranked Irish of Notre Dame, while the Orange are riding the wave of a buzzer-beater victory against Virginia Tech. And speaking of buzzer-beaters, we all know what happened the last time these two teams met. The Syracuse women's lacrosse team is set to take the field for the first time this season after a heartbreaking loss to Maryland in the national championship last year. The Orange, led by returning points leader Kayla Traynor, will take on both Denver and Canisius on Saturday in the Carrier Dome. The Nets look to remain hot after 2 huge wins against the Los Angeles Clippers on Monday and the second-place Toronto Raptors on Wednesday. Joe Johnson and Brooke Lopez lead the way with upwards of 20 points on Monday, while Jarrett Jack led the team with 24 points on Wednesday. The Knicks look to play spoiler after posting a 2-2 record in their last 4 games, with Carmelo Anthony being their biggest contributor yet again.
All right, thank you, Nick. We'll be right back.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 88 children is diagnosed with autism. That's a 1,000% increase in the last 40 years. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Is back with us for the wake-up weather. What are we wearing tomorrow, Josh?
Well, we got a high in the upper 20s tomorrow, but we could be seeing some snow. So hat, gloves, and a coat should do you good.
All right. Thank you so much, Josh. Hey, Nick, do you remember that shark during the Katy Perry halftime show that seemed to forget his moves?
I mean, he made the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know who Katy Perry is, but this guy made it.
Well, someone has actually created left shark merchandise, and Katy Perry is not happy about it.
Now, Perry's lawyers sent a cease and desist letter to the man selling the items for infringing on Katy Perry's property. The 3D models are no longer available for sale.
Now, the question here is, if we were the dancers, would you be left shark or would I be left shark?
I think I would be left shark, but I mean, you know, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. Always up to you.
You think your dance moves are that bad? I'm actually the left anchor, so I might be the left shark.
I mean, I've seen your dance moves, and I don't know about that. I think you could be. I think you could be a right shark.
That hurts.
I don't know. All right. Well.
And that's it for Citrus TV News Live at 6. I'm Brian Cheung.
And I'm Nick Cardona. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Also, make sure to answer our question of the day. Have a good weekend, Syracuse.